What is up, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Sorry for taking so long to get back to you guys. It's been like, what, 2 or 3 weeks? Maybe not that long. It seemed like a long time to me. Truth be told, the past few weeks have been a bit depressing. I was definitely in Funky Town. But a lot has changed. Well, a lot is changing. Basically, everything is changing. So today, I thought I'd just put the camera on and just have a chat with you guys, give you guys a bit of an update on what's happening. Where do I even start? I crashed a motorcycle last week, crashed a Shadow. I'm fine, the bike's fine. It involved a spider, but I'll probably save that for another video. We won't talk about that too much today. But yeah, there's so much changing. And it all began with my visit to Bojo's. Bojo's being the motorcycle cafe, which is just a few suburbs away from where I live. So before I get into everything, you're probably wondering why I'm on the side of the street. It's because Bojo's is just down there. And I'm gonna go in and have a chat with the owner. No expectations, just want to introduce myself, just want to tell him my story and see what happens from there. So wish me luck. I'm going to head in. He's expecting me. He actually saw me ride in, so he's probably wondering where I am. Gonna head on in, grab a feed, introduce myself, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. See you at home. Oh my god, guys, I have so much to tell you. Wait, give me a sec. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Been riding all day. Oh my gosh. Woo. Jesus Christ, what a day. All right, so where do I even start? So the last time I left you guys, when was the last time I left you guys? I think my last video was me telling you about my dream, right? Me wanting to start a cafe, somehow tie that with motorcycles, custom motorcycle, cafe, workshop type thing. Essentially what I realized over the past few weeks was that I want to start my own business. I want to run my own business and create my own space. And that is my dream. That is my goal. So I've been thinking. Obviously, starting a cafe is very risky. A cafe, not many people are into classic motorcycles. It's pretty niche, right? So cafe is risky, motorcycle custom workshops is risky, having a space where both of them are combined is risky. It's a very high risk venture, right? But it's my dream, bro. Like that's the end goal. So in my head, I was like, all right, if we're going to do this, it's going to be a 5 years down the track. And I still think that. Where I'm at now, I have zero experience in hospitality. I've never worked at a cafe, never worked at a bar. My background is in sales, customer service, fitness, interior design, graphic design. So currently my mindset is, all right, I need to focus on getting into hospo somehow. I don't care. Maybe I start off as a waiter. Maybe I start off as a barista somewhere. Using my experience as a manager and a venue manager, work my way up into becoming a floor manager of a cafe or a restaurant or a bar, right? That was what I was thinking. And I still think that. It makes sense to me. On the side, do you guys remember maybe one of my very first vlogs was when I made my chili oil, Alan's spicy sauce? Look, that a lot of you guys have been asking me about it. And everyone who has tasted it has given me positive feedback on it. It was even funny because I was talking to our financial advisor and he was like, what about your chili oil? And I was like, okay, I've actually never thought of that. But it's a low risk venture. It's something that I've always wanted to take seriously. And why not, right? It's a great product. It tastes good and it's freaking funny. I think it's funny. It's like the marketing writes itself. So my plan was to make my way into hospo somehow, and then on the side, get ass up and running properly. Like go into a commercial kitchen and really like do it properly. That was my plan this morning when I first talked to you guys. Geez, a lot has happened. Well, it feels like a lot has happened. Where do I even start? So, I had a chat with Greg. Greg's the owner of Bodjo's. Bodjo is his nickname. That's why it's called Bodjo's. Makes a lot of sense. But Greg was really nice. Bodjo was really nice. Went into the kitchen, have a chat with him, just introduce myself. And look, I had zero like expectations. It's not likely that you go up to someone and just be like, hey, give me a job. Or like, hey, let me run your business. That was my intent. I just wanted to talk to him. I wanted to introduce myself and say, hey, look, I'm really passionate about a whole bunch of things. I love what you're doing. And I just want to learn from you. I want to know more. And if you can think of a way to fit me in, because I'm a jack of all trades, please chuck me in there. I'll do my best. I will not disappoint you. Basically, that's what I said. He says he doesn't have a space for me. Fair enough. He was saying that currently his setup. So his story is that he is a patissier. Is that patissier? Someone who makes patisseries. He's a patissier. That's his passion. But then motorcycles is also his passion as well. So in Bodjo's, I'm not sure if I've sent you guys a video or whatever. If I have one, I'll try to put it in the background. In the back of Bodjo's, there's a workshop. All of the bikes in there are his own, him and his son. And they're not mechanics or anything. They work on their own bikes. And he was like, I'm not going to touch anyone else's bikes because we don't know jack all. But in the future, he says like maybe in a year's time or so, he wants to get a mechanic in to do custom fabrication, custom works, similar to like what I want to do. I was like, all right, that's cool. He was saying that he wants to get someone who's like old, like a bike whisperer, like one of my bike dads, right? He wants to get someone who's old, who knows their way around old motorcycles and carburetors, like a semi-retired mechanic. It's like, yeah, fair enough. That makes a lot of sense. Like if I had a workshop, I'd probably want to get some old dude as well. But then he was like, all right, but then like if that goes well, then maybe we might get like an apprentice or someone to help out. But at the moment, that's all I've got for you. And I was like, that sounds sick, man. Like, hey, just keep me in your back pocket. Let me know. Let me know if you can fit me in anywhere. So yeah, like I didn't get anything out of it, but I wasn't expecting to get anything out of it. I just went there, had a pie, had some food, had a coffee, and just like now he knows me, he knows my name, I know his name, and now we can chat. Every time I go in there, I'm gonna say hi. Just planting seeds. So didn't get anything out of Bodjo's. After Bodjo's, I had to go on to Pran because I was had to do some work for my current job. And so I did that, chatted to this other guy who, funnily enough, is doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Though he's probably in a better spot. He's like, he's just like a movement guru. He has his own business, but he just reaches out to different companies that he finds interesting. Not for anything. He's just like, hey, I just want to chat. I just want to introduce myself. Put me on your radar. If anything does happen, maybe it can lead to something. And when he'll talk to me, I was like, yeah, I know exactly what you're doing because I'm doing the exact same thing. So Didn't get anything from Rogers. So currently the plan is build up Ass as a brand, and take that to market, make Ass as legit as possible, and that's going to be my business. That's what I'm going to do. In the meantime, I'm going to try to find my way into hospo. I have made some connections. Oh, I've made one connection. Funny story. I'll tell you the story first. So yesterday, when I was working at the bike shop, this guy came in, this Korean dude called Eric, riding a CB125E. And he looked like really like panicking and lost. And it's funny because like, as I said, I've been in Funky Town for a while, right? I just didn't want to talk to anyone. And I've been in a pretty shit mood and I've been a bit of a dick. Not good. So he comes in and he was like, oh, hey, can you help me out? I've got a flat tire. And I was like, all right. All right, let me have a look at it. I didn't want to work anyway, so went over. He had like a nail stuck in his tire. And I was like, all right, look, I'll see if I've got a pair of pliers or something. Take it out. Long story short, I helped him out. Took the tire out. Luckily, he had like a bottle of slime, which you put into a tire, you roll it around, and it seals it. So I took it out, and then I was like, "Oh, you probably need to pump it up now, don't you? Just bring it into the shop. I've got a pump. I'll help you out." And so he was like really grateful. I was like, "Oh, thanks so much." He was really nice about it. And around that point, I was like, "All right, I'm gonna stop being a dick." I don't know, maybe I'm not sure if I came across as a dick. I felt like a dick. He bought me a coffee, and as I was helping him out, pumping up his tires, putting in the slime in, we just started chatting and just got to know each other. So he is from Korea. He is in Australia for a work visa, and he is going to be moving away to Canada in a few months. So he needs to get rid of his bike pretty soon. So I was like, oh, hey, look, when you're ready to sell it, let me know, because I wouldn't mind a small bike, which is nice and cheap and reliable. That's besides the point. He also says that he works at a bar. So he's a bartender at a bar in Lilydale, which is sort of away from the city, closer to where I live. Nice area to ride around. And their bar is hiring, and his boss, she's into Asian men, apparently. Something about them working hard. And basically he was like, look, if you want a job, come in, I can get you a job as a bartender, like for sure. So that's my step into hospo if I want to become a bartender. Look, this isn't a massive feat. I'm sure one way or another I could have gone into a cafe as a waiter or a barista, or I could have gone into any other bar as a bartender. It's not the hardest thing, right? But this whole interaction just sort of, I don't know, it made me realize something, and maybe this is something that I forgot about myself, is that the power of networking, the power of just chatting to people, just saying like, hey, look, this is me, this is what I'm here for, this is my dream. Just chatting, like just sort of making connections. That's the one thing that I think I've lost while I was staying at Funky Town, and just this whole sort of experience made me realize like this is like something that I like about myself. I know that for a while I've been feeling a bit like a scrub, but then this sort of experience made me think like, you know what, Alan, you're pretty good at making friends. You're pretty good at making connections. It's sort of like the main character superpower. Gamepeer would help you out. So that's one thing. If I want to work in a bar, I can easily go work in a bar in Lilydale. And it's not too bad because they start at 4 p.m. and they end at 10 p.m. So it's not too late. So I've got that going for me. So I guess like that's where I'm at the moment. Did I mention that I am going to be quitting my job? I'm not sure if I mentioned that. I had a really honest chat with my boss, and I was like, "Hey, look, it's just not. I'm just not really vibing right now. But like I like you guys. It's nothing personal, and I want to help you guys in the transition. So I'm happy to help out and happy to keep in touch. So things are going to start changing pretty soon. So now that I've said all of that, something very exciting happened an hour ago. And I'm not going to tell you all the details because it literally just happened and it's still very fresh and I need to think about how it's actually going to work and like see if it's viable or not. So I'm not going to tell you too much. I'm not going to give you guys too many details, but I will say this, and I'm sorry to be a bit of a tease. I will say this. If I wanted to start a cafe right here, right now, today, or in like the next month or so, I have made a connection with someone who is willing to give me a space rent-free and is willing to support me and has the connections to bring in many motorcyclists. Okay, so a big player in the motorcycle industry, not just in Melbourne, but I'm going to say worldwide. Massive opportunity to start a small, humble, like, think of like a coffee cart type business in a venue which has to do with motorcycles. I'm not going to tell you where. I'm not going to tell you what or who because I need to think about it. I was thinking about it on the way home and I'm just sort of crunching the numbers. This opportunity has made the idea of getting into like becoming an operator of a coffee cart cafe probably as low risk, maybe even more low risk than my chili oil business. So yeah, that happened. And just through the power of networking, just through the power of like, I literally just said, hello world, this is me. Like, this is my dream. Help me out, man. So yeah, that happened. Look, I will give you a hint. If you know, you know. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. If you know about, if you're into motorcycles and like motorcycle brands and like, you will know. You'll be obvious to you. But goddamn, holy crap, man. Wow. So this is something I really need to think about. I am going to end the video here and have a real good think about what my next moves are. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on this vlog. Sorry for not vlogging for such a long time. As I said, man, I've been friggin' depressed, bro. Like, I'm talking to a doctor. I'm trying to find a therapist and get into that. Thank you for everyone who I've been reaching out to and keeping in touch with me. And thank you everyone for being patient with me. Like, it's been rough. It's been pretty damn rough for me, but I'm starting to feel that fire again. I'm starting to see who I am again. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. At the time of recording, we have 118 subscribers. I think my last video was celebrating 100 subscribers, so that's just crazy because I haven't done anything. Thanks so much. It's like almost November. If I can get 200 subscribers before the end of the year, that'll be sick. But that's it for today, guys. Next video, I'll probably shed a little bit more light on my situation. But thank you so much for your support, and hopefully my camera died as I was recording the outro. But basically I was saying thank you so much, guys, for watching. Quick update, I'm going to sell the Shadow. I'm selling the Honda Shadow, I've decided. don't like it. I have the opportunity to swap it for another cruiser, so I might make a video on that. But yeah, not really feeling the Shadow. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Also, I've started dabbling with streaming on Twitch. I've been playing My Hero Academia Rumble Rumble. It's a lot of fun. I'm very bad. Like, normally when you watch people on streams, they win. But the reason why I haven't uploaded anything is because I just keep losing. But yeah, it'll be fun. Like, I'll put up a link soon when I'm ready to start streaming on a schedule. I streamed once on Twitch and I've got like 1 view. And that view was myself because I wanted to check if it was working. But anyways, that's it for today. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.